From the center of the Bighorn Basin, we welcome you to coverage of middle school football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats and the Warriors since 2018. Today's game is a Bighorn Basin middle school matchup between the Worland Braves and the visiting Thermopolis Bobcats. About ready to get set, 30 seconds away from kickoff here at Worland Middle School, home of the Braves. For a 7th and 8th grade football, combination football game. Last time we broadcasted Bobcat Middle School football, it was at home at Leroy Hayes Field against the Shoshone Wranglers with a 30-0 win. Unknown how they did against the Lander Cubs during their road game last week. Well, the players getting ready to take the field here. We got a little bit of a notification here, though. Bobcats wearing different numbers compared to their home jerseys. So the numbers you heard during the Shoshone game will be a little different for this road game. So do keep that in mind. Bobcats coming out onto the field now, ready for the kickoff. They'll be wearing their black uniforms, purple numbering with the yellow outline, purple pants, and purple helmets. The Worland Braves wearing their green uniforms with bold white lettering, Worland on the front chest plate. Some people with Worland, some people with Braves. And, of course, the white stripe on the shoulder pads, wearing plain black pants and plain black helmets with black face masks. They'll be moving right or left to right here from our vantage point. 4 quarters, 8 minutes long is the middle school rules, compared to 12 for NFHS rules. And with that, Worland about ready to take the field, placing the tee down. It looks like it's... Hold on one second. Well, here they are getting ready to place the tee, trying to get the number here if he would just turn a little to the side. But Worland will be kicking off to start the game. Thermopolis will be kicking off to start the second half. Looks like Thermopolis out toward the south end zone here. At least I assume that's south. Kicking it off for the Worland Warriors will be... just make sure. Okay, there's 2. Okay, this doesn't help me at all. There are 2 number 24s on the roster. I think this is... Good Lord. Okay, this is... Shoot. This is the problem here. So the thing about Worland football, they got 7th grade team and an 8th grade team. So this will be a little bit difficult to keep up with. Thermopolis obviously only having 1 team here. Worland getting ready to kick it away, and that is going to be out toward the 20-yard line, running out toward the middle here. And wrapped up and taken down. Looks like that was by number 80. I can only see 180 on the roster, so I assume this is probably the 8th grade roster. Logan Anderson, if that's the case. Again, not from Worland. Don't know how this kind of operates. Probably should have asked somebody before this if this was the 8th or 7th grade game, but here come the Bobcats out, ready for their first offensive series. They managed to kill 29 seconds off the clock here. Bayer McPhee out at quarterback here for the Bobcats. Had a pretty decent run against the Shoshone Wranglers. Let's see if we can repeat that here in Worland. And getting ready to start. Here comes the first play of the game. McPhee lining up one running back to his rear here. Got man in motion. Jet sweep out to the near side and immediately taken down at about the 25-yard line. 2nd and 15 coming up for the Bobcats. An amazing tackle by, I saw a 53. I think that might have been Finley Whitlock. I'm just going to assume this is the 8th grade roster here because there's not a 53 on the 7th grade roster, so. Nope. And forgot to change the graphic. That's great. Thermopolis getting ready for the snap. Second down coming up. McPhee snaps it, rolls to the left side, and the big guy chasing after him. He's forced to throw it. And unfortunately, third down and 15 coming up. When you're being chased by a guy of his size, that was Miles Noker brought him down on the play. Third down and 15 coming up for the Bobcats. Not a very good start to the game for the purple and gold. Bobcats trying it again. Third and 15 coming up. Coming up to the near sideline, number 5, Jonathan Thomas. Or sorry, no, my bad. Tim Lippincott, my bad. I am so sorry. McPhee dropping back to pass. Throws short. Caught. Has a little bit of room to run. Taken down at the 30-yard line. It will not be enough for a first down. Ball was carried by, I believe, Clint Kimes. Fourth down coming up. The Bobcats probably going to be forced to punt it away here. Worland has a return man ready. Looks like back to return the punt is going to be Kobe Bradshaw. Again, going off the 8th grade roster, not 100% sure. Back getting ready to punt it. The snap, and a little bit of a poor snap there. It'll be up into the air for a sky punt by number 81, Tyler Morris, and it will trail out of bounds. Ball marked down at about the 40, I want to say 47-yard line. Okay, one thing about this field, they do not have the tick marks on the field, so it'll be kind of hard for us to be a little bit more difficult for us to kind of pinpoint where the ball's at. But first and 10 coming up for Worland. Cannon Tideman getting the play here. Worland breaking out, ready for their first offensive series. They're in very good field position here inside of Thermopolis end. And here comes the run up the left side and immediately tripped up. It looks like that was not entirely sure who tripped him up there. I want to say Casey Mackey, but I can't be entirely sure. Brought down in the backfield. It'll be second down and long for the about second down and either 12 or 13 for the Braves. Almost said Warriors, sorry. He's got 2 running backs to his hip here. Sends a man in motion late. It'll be a run through the middle. He wanted to go left and trips him up. And Worland with some positive yards there, but tripped up by, I think that was Tanner DeLay. And it'll be third down coming up for the Braves. Still a good 24, sorry, no. Good 23 or so yards out from the red zone. From shotgun, takes the run toward the near sideline. He's going to break free, has the first down and maybe more. And a great run there by Hunter Ruffing. First down and 10 coming up for the Braves. Halfway through the first quarter here in Worland. The Braves out of the snap. First and 10 coming up. Ball on about the 34-yard line. In motion. It'll be a fake. And the quarterback will keep it. He'll run toward the far side. Bobcats pursuing on the far side. And he is going to be taken out of bounds. What a run there for the Braves. On the quarterback keeper by Tideman. So the Warriors, second down coming up. I'd say about 2nd and 1. Worland breaks out of the huddles. For second down coming up. Near side receiver. Looks to be going to be a run toward the left side. And he is stopped. Was on his feet for a while. Stopped at the 15-yard line. First down coming up for the Braves. And the Bobcat interior line kind of saw some flaws in that D line during the Shoshone game. Got someone coming off for Thermop. One of the 7th graders, I believe, here. Keep in mind, Worland playing their 8th grade group here. Thermopolis, obviously not quite big enough for a 7th and 8th grade team. They have 7th and 8th grade combined here. Worland in shotgun, just a little bit high of a snap. Apologize for that. Something landed on me. Okay. And we'll fix that at halftime. But stopped short of the sticks there. It'll be second down coming up. Here comes Worland. He's got a couple of running backs to play with here. Snaps the ball. Will be he tried to fake it out and onto the right side. Running up the field, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron Heiner. And Worland will draw first blood here at home. And the Warriors 6-0 here in broad daylight here. A little bit of a storm rolling in over there on the west side of the town, but other than that, everything looks pretty good. Pretty good football weather. Worland, of course, going for the 2-point conversion. The snap, a little bit high of a snap. He'll give it off, and he will not get the 2-point conversion on that play. Brought down by Clint Kimes. And with that, Worland is going to score the first points of the ball game. Thermopolis having some early struggles here on the road. We'll be right back. You are listening to Middle School Football on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome back to Middle School Football here on Two Basins Sports Network, serving the Thermopolis, Worland, and Shoshone areas since 2018. Worland Braves taking the early lead here in case you're just tuning in. A 6-0 lead as Clint Kimes was able to stop the run for the 2-point conversion. Worland will now be kicking off. It looks to be Logan Anderson kicking it away for the Worland team. Remember, Worland has their 8th grade squad. Their 7th grade squad's on the sideline right now. And it looks to be a touchback as, trying to see, I think McPhee was back there to return it here. But it'll roll out into the end zone. Didn't roll into the back of it, but 1st and 10 coming up for the Bobcats. Last time out, they were forced to punt it away. And unfortunately, Bear McPhee not with a very good drive at all for the purple and gold. Here comes Thermopolis, ready for their second offensive series. Tim Lippincott, near side receiver, being covered by Oh, we got dish rags on the field. Looks like the Bobcats were able to get someone to jump. Maybe the opposite. Definitely a jump there by one of the two here. Just waiting on the referee. It looks to be offside here. Just looking at what the referee was motioning for, and it is offside on the Braves. And that'll be 1st and 5 now for the Bobcats. Saw a little bit of that. If anyone was down in Lander for the youth football jamboree, the Bobcats 5th and 6th grade teams were able to get a couple people offside like that, getting some people to jump with the fake hike. Thermopolis 1st and 5. A little bit of life here in this drive here. In motion, he'll pass it. Passes it off to the left side, caught by Lippincott, and he is taken down by a couple of Braves. But it looked like it was Ike Bird that was there to finish off the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Bobcats. Thank goodness. Cloud cover's starting to roll in here. Seems like every time we go to Worland, it's always a pretty hot day, but at least the clouds are giving us a little bit of relief. Bobcats coming out for 2nd and 1. This place full of Worland fans. Got the Bobcat fans also filling the away stands over on the very left side of me. And it looks like it'll be a run, and he is going to have his jersey tugged, and he is not going to give up there. Brought down by, couldn't quite catch the number. Oh, sorry, Logan Anderson. It looked like brought him down. Over on the sideline, you've got, how do you say that? Caber Miller, as well as Danner Glanz and Jonathan Thomas waiting to be put in here. Bobcats breaking out 3rd down and 4 off of the 3-yard loss. Sends a man in motion. In motion is the 42 of Jacoby Elder. And runs it out far side. It's a pitch, option play, and he is going to be dragged by an entire tribe of Braves here. It'll be 4th down for the Bobcats. .113 left on the clock here in the first quarter. The Worland Middle School. Oh, never mind. It was good enough for a 1st down. Speaking of Jacoby Elder, we just mentioned his name. Had an incredible impact, mostly defensively, though, in that game against the Shoshone Wranglers. Can't wait to see what Jacoby is able to do. Obviously, it wasn't in Lander, so I couldn't really tell you how he did against the Cubs. But Bobcats breaking out. Bear McPhee still in shotgun formation here. And it'll be McPhee running to the right side. An option play. Elder's going to have it here. Breaks one tackle, and he is finally swallowed up by the linebackers over on the side for the Braves. And now we've got some substitutions as Thomas and Miller will come in. Coming off the field is going to be Keegan Scott. Also coming off the field is, never mind, Miller's coming back onto the sideline. Looks like Cannon Tideman is onto the sideline now. Hustling off now, number 75, Lucas Tutok. In motion. And the quarterback will keep it. Bear McPhee swallowed up. No, he'll break a tackle. Finally brought down by the Braves. I think that was, trying to pay attention here, that was number 17, Hunter Ruffing. And the Braves with an amazing defensive stop, and it'll bring up 3rd down, and I would say probably 3rd down and 7. Or 3rd down and 8 actually looks more appropriate, actually. Bobcats, that's the end of the first quarter. And so with that, the Worland Braves lead us into the second quarter. Bobcats in a little bit of trouble inside their own end. We'll be right back. The Braves lead it 6-0. Welcome you back to middle school football on Two Bases Sports Network. The Worland Braves and the Thermopolis Junior Bobcats. The Worland Braves currently in the lead 6-0. The Bobcats third down and 7 inside their own end of the field. Whistle blows. We're back underway. And we got dish rags on the field. Looks like somebody jumped. Question is who? Worland got nabbed with, and it is going to be offside on Worland. Got nabbed with that in the late in the first quarter. This will be their second time getting called out for that. So that will now make it 3rd down and 2. Near side receiver, number 26, David King. I think he's an 8th grader. McPhee dropping back to pass, throws it, and incomplete. It was intended for... Can't quite tell you who it was intended for. Couldn't catch the jersey number. It was a pass attempt to the far side. McPhee under serious pressure by the Braves D-line. Coming off the field now, number 50. Hold on. Sorry about that. Coming off the field, number 50, Danner Glanz. And the Bobcats will be forced to... No, they're going to go for it. Darren Elder being a little bit aggressive here with the play calling. Sends a man in motion. And it'll be a run. Bear McPhee will keep it. It'll be good for, probably be good for a first down and more toward the Worland sideline. He'll be brought down. First down, Bobcats. Brought down by Edgar Fernandez. Good run by McPhee. A pretty good play call. Bear McPhee, pretty good runner. Could use a little work with the passing, but give the man some opportunities, he'll use them. First down and 10 for the Bobcats. And they are kind of starting to approach midfield here. First down and 10, ball on the 45-yard line, still in Bobcat territory. And still 6-0. In motion, and it's a pass play. Throws it to the far side, caught, and he is brought down. A heavy hit there. I saw Cameron Heiner in there. Somebody else assisted him with the tackle. Coming onto the field is Caver Miller. Coming off the field is going to be Jonathan Thomas. Haven't really seen much activity from the Bobcat sideline. Really no substitutions to speak of. They've got about 4 or 5 kids to use over there on the sideline. They're just choosing not to really sub any in, but Worland has been subbing in kids every couple of plays. Finley Whitlock also on the sideline for the Braves. Almost said Warriors again. And it might be a pitch play, and it is. Runs it middle side and tripped up. That one was ran by... And we got substitutions. 3rd down coming up now. Or, sorry. Oh, actually, we got an injury for Worland now. So my bad about that. Jacoby Elder was the one that ran on the near side. Didn't really get much out of it. 2nd down coming up. He was thrown to the side. Off the field with the injury is Fernandez. Thermopolis now on the near side hash. The snap, and that is a botched snap. And he'll pick it up and run with it. Has some room. And he is taken down finally. It was Tanner DeLay. Good heads-up play by the 32, but that's going to make it 4th down, it looks like, for the Bobcats. So 4th down coming up, and it is not looking pretty for the Bobcats. Going back to return it will be Kobe Bradshaw. Punting it away will be, let me see. see. I think it's one of the 30s, so I think that is delay. The snow, it's going to be they're going to go for it. And is this a good idea? Yes! Oh, just barely. No, it's incomplete. The pass intended from McPhee to David King is incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Braves will have this one back. Really good effort there on the near side by King. Is one of the players I was actually going to be watching for this game. By far one of the tallest dudes, if not the tallest dude on the team. Saw him. I don't know if anybody's really going to understand it, so I'm not going to say it. But he had a really good catch during warm-ups earlier today. He's got a pretty good amount of size on him. When he gets to high school, he'll definitely be one to watch. The snap, it'll be a fake handoff and a real handoff this time to the 24 of Kobe Bradshaw. He'll pick up enough except for second down, and I think there'll be second down and 5. 3:44 left on the board here in the second quarter of play. Don't let the graphic deceive you. I haven't had a chance to change it. No one has used their timeouts yet. Second and 5. Braves. I'm going to get that right one of these days. Braves break out. The snap. And it'll be a handoff to the left side for the 13. And he'll run it near side. And he is still on his feet. Finally brought out of bounds. Cameron Heiner with an excellent run for the Warriors. For the Braves. First down, Worland. Oh, look at a little puppy dog on the sideline. Warriors ready. First and 10. Getting ready for the snap. Cannon Tiedemann under center here. He'll hand it off, and it's one of those fake handoffs, and he'll run, and that was easy enough. He'll run it in. Touchdown, Worland. Kobe Bradshaw. And the Worland Braves kind of scalping the Bobcats here in the first half. And it will be 12-0 as a result. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Tiedemann once again under center. He's got the 17 of Hunter Ruffing at his back here. It might be a handoff to Ruffing. We're just going to have to see. Haven't really seen Worland pass the ball at all today. It'll be a keeper. Run into the near side, and he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good for Cannon Tiedemann. And with that, it will be 14-0 for the Warriors. We'll be right back. 2:34 left on the board here in the second. Welcome back to coverage of middle school football here on Two Basin Sports Network, serving the Worland, Thermopolis, and Shoshone areas since 2018. Cannon Tiedemann ran it in for the 2-point conversion on that last play. In case you're just joining us, Worland scoring off of a major touchdown run by, good Lord, forgot his name already. By Kobe Bradshaw, my bad. Worland getting ready to kick it off. Bradshaw placing it at the 30 here. At the 40. Coming onto the field now is Hunter Ruffing. And a little bit of an injury update. Looks like Edgar Fernandez. Looks like he might be ready to go here soon. Kickoff ready. And he will boot this one pretty deep for a seventh or for an eighth grader. Runs it through the middle. Has some room here. Has a little bit of blockers, but he'll be wrapped up. Not quite enough. And he is taken down by Keller Demmel. And am I seeing things, or are we going to start? Or are we seeing some seventh graders now hop into the mix? We've said this 1,000 times already, but keep in mind Worland has two separate teams, one for seventh, one for eighth. Thermopolis combines their teams. I've personally never seen Worland with separate teams. When I played them, they were combined, but might have to start using both sides of our roster sheet here. The snap. There'll be a pitch to the far side, and he is wrapped up in the backfield, brought down by number 13, Cameron Heiner. And it'll be first down, and I believe 15 for the Bobcats. And the Warriors came here ready to play. Once again, a 14-0 score, but there is 76 seconds left in the quarter before we send it off to our halftime break. McPhee with the snap, just barely, and it's caught on the far side by, I believe that's Elder. He's going to run past the 6, on the far side, past the 40, and he'll be brought down still in Bobcat territory. I believe that was Jacoby Elder on the catch, but I can't confirm. Once again, Elder, one of the bright spots on that Bobcat roster. It's starting to get a little chilly here. It's not even soccer season yet. Bobcats break out. Remember, Bobcats moving left to right, Worland moving right to left. They do switch every half for those who, or for every quarter for those who are a little bit more newer to American football. They pitch to the near side. It looks like it'll be one of those running back plays, and it'll be a pass from Elder to McPhee. Didn't quite work out the way they wanted. It'll be second down and long for the Bobcats. By the way, the seventh grader waiting on that sideline appears to be. Never mind, that is not a seventh grader. He's just a really tiny eighth grader. That is actually Keller Demmel. So I am sorry about that. McPhee has been playing way off the center all game. This is kind of the Bobcats formation. And it's going to be a pass play. McPhee throwing to King. Caught! First down by King and Moore. Breaking multiple tackles down to the 35-yard line. First down, Bobcats. What a play. And this is why I was talking about earlier. David King with a heck of a catch for the Bobcats. Great effort, though, by the Braves, taking them down on the other side of the field. 5 seconds left. A timeout, I believe, has been used by the Bobcats, and it has. Timeout, Bobcats. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Worland Middle School, home of the Braves. Bobcats, probably good for one more play. 5 seconds left. The seventh graders are going to come in during the second half, it looks like. So it is going to be an even split here between 8th graders and 7th graders. And Bayer McPhee, good spiral, and it's picked off by the Warriors. Running down the far sideline. McPhee tries to make the tackle to the 30, to the 20, the 10, touchdown Braves on an amazing pick six by Kobe Bradshaw. And the Warriors scalping the Bobcats here in the first half. And it is going to be 20-0 as time expires. And the Bobcats, they were able to stop the first 2-point conversion. The second one went in off of Tiedemann. So let's see if they can work that magic here on this next play. But 20-0 once again for the Worland Middle School Braves. Tiedemann, shotgun formation. He's got the 17 of Ruffing behind him. And Ruffing with the run up to the near side of the field, being chased down by a pride of Bobcats, and he'll get in. And that will put an end to the second quarter, which kind of sounds like an old fire truck horn. But 22-0 is the score. We'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basins Sports Network.
For the German heavy metal band, the Scorpions. Watch the band show off their rock-the-gons to rock you like a hurricane.
welcome back inside of Worland, Wyoming for the Worland Braves and the Thermopolis Bobcats. It's middle school football here on Two Basin Sports Network, and we are proud to bring you coverage here. A bit of a hectic drive up here from Thermop to Worland. I mean, it's only 32 miles, but it's 32 miles of chaos. Well, in case you're just now tuning in, the Bobcats trailing 22-0. It's right there on the scoreboard. A little bit of a twist, though, for this game. The 7th graders will now be coming in as the 8th graders were taking up the first half. Worland, I've said this multiple times on this broadcast, and I sound like a broken record, but Worland's got a 7th grade team and an 8th grade team split up into two because they're big enough to do that, obviously. So they're having since we do not have a 7th and 8th grade separate team, they're going to be giving the 8th graders one half and the 7th graders another. So basically it's just a little bit of a scrimmage, a bit of a glorified scrimmage for the Braves, except for this time it counts toward their record. So we're going to see some new faces out on the field now. The Bobcats will be kicking it off to start the second half. They got the ball to start the first. Now it's time for the little guys to give it a shot. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more cloud cover. And it is 66 degrees here in Worland. So starting to cool off just a little bit here. And they're going to get ready to kick it away. And that was a heck of a boot down toward the far sideline. Worland will pick it up. He'll run toward the far sideline. He'll break through. No, he'll step out of bounds. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Braves now. And with a brand new roster, the 7th grade team will be bringing it out here now. Coming off the field now is Corbin Ewell. And if that name sounds familiar to anyone who has listened to our broadcasts, Logan Ewell should be a pretty familiar name. The Braves now breaking out of the huddle. And quarterback now under center here in this formation that the 7th graders have. The snap, it'll be a run to the far side, and he will be wrapped up and taken down. The run by number 21, Logan Moore. Couldn't quite catch who wrapped him up. 2nd down for the Bobcats. And they have knocked about 30 seconds off the clock. Rushing off the field is going to be Carter George. Coming onto the field will be Brecken Crippen. Another last name that sounds very, very familiar to me. Braves lining up under center. Second and 6 coming up. In motion. And it'll be a handoff as he'll run right up the middle, and he is swallowed by the Bobcat line. I think that is Cade Heinemeyer. And rushing off the field once again, Crippen. Either that or he's just getting some coaching instruction. Nope, he's just getting some instruction. So the Warriors now breaking inside of the Bobcat. I think that's the 46-yard line. Once again, no tick marks on the field here. It's kind of like a 6-man field at this point. And runs it out to the far side, has some room to run, and he will be finally brought down. I believe the guy that brought him down was Tanner DeLay. Either that or Jacoby L. I think it was DeLay, though. No, it was Jacoby Elder. Pretty big 7th grade team here. Unless the 8th graders are also just standing there for no reason. The Braves lining up. in motion. And it'll be a handoff. Has room up the middle, and he'll be finally brought down. The run taken by Miles Baugh. And the Bobcats really in a lot of trouble here on defense. The Warriors just about 7 yards or so away from getting into the red zone. So really dire straits here for the Bobcat defense. Second down coming up for the Braves, and the train just keeps on rolling here for the men in green. In motion is Baugh. It'll be a handoff. It'll be a run to the near side. He's got a lot of room to run. Low tackle. He breaks it, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Worland, off of Braylon Kidgel. So 28-0 coming up for the Braves. And I think now we can start calling this what it is. It's a scalping by the Braves. It'll be a 2-point conversion. And we got dish rags on the field. Looks like lining up in the backfield was Mason Tigner. 5 minutes left on the board here in the third quarter. And it was false start on the Braves. So pretty much exactly what I thought. So they will redo the PAT. Well, kind of a reverse of what the Thermopolis Shoshone game was like once Worland punches it in. In shotgun is Tigner. And a really bad snap there by the center. He'll still get a chance to throw it. Picked off by the Bobcats. And that will blow the play dead. He unfortunately will not get to run it back for two. And that will put an end to that drive for the Braves. 28-0 here at Worland Middle School. We'll be right back. You're listening to Brave and Bobcat Middle School football here on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Worland Middle School. Just a little bit adjacent to Warrior Stadium. And middle school football here on Two Basins Sports Network, and it is not looking pretty for the Bobcats. A 28-0 score. The Braves dominating here at home. And got our return men ready for the Bobcats. And back to kick it away looks to be I can't get his number, I'm sorry. And the Braves getting ready to kick it away. Logan Moore gets a pretty good boot on it, but it will roll out of bounds, and that will be a flag on the play. Kick out of bounds. So if I'm right, that should get it started at the 40, but not 100% sure. All right, so it looks like they're going to have it spotted at the 35. I always thought that it would be spotted at the 40 if it was out of bounds, but nope, there we go. So the Bobcats kind of got a little bit lucky off a couple of Braves penalties, but fortunately not really severe enough to where it has really impacted the Braves at all, really. 5 minutes left on the board here in the third quarter. We still got about a high school quarter to go. No, not even close. McPhee passes it off to the right side. It's caught. Has some room to run, and he will be brought down not before he gains about 2 yards on the play. And it will be second down coming up for the Bobcats. McPhee's been pressured a lot. The offensive line just not been there at all for the Bobcats. And we got idiots throwing things onto the sideline. Bobcats lining up second down and 7. Bit of a high snap there. He'll have to throw it, but he's under a lot of pressure, and he is stuffed in the backfield. It'll be third down, close to the 35-yard line. It will be about third down, and I'd say third down and 14. And so the Braves, even the 7th graders, laying on the pain here for the Bobcats. And we have got a high school quarter remaining. 12 minutes left in this game. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the quarter. Third down and 14 for the Bobcats. Rolls out to the right side. Throws it, and it is incomplete. Fourth down coming up for the Bobcats. Barry McPhee tried to dump it off as quick as he could. Unfortunately, could not get anything going. It'll be fourth down and 14 for the Thermopolis Bobcats. Worland with another successful defensive drive. And we got one heading off the field for the Bobcats. It looks like our guy's going to be punting again. And that is Tyler Morris. Back to return. I would think that would probably be Braylon Kidgel or whatever his name is. A pretty high kick, and it will not get anywhere past the mid. Oh, there we go. Now it will. He jumps on it. I think they downed it, so that will be on the 45. Bobcats do have the ball. Worland has the ball. Good Lord. Okay. So Worland will take over at the 45-yard line in their own territory. And the Bobcat defense has been, well, honestly, that defense is, if you told me that these players were made out of paper mache, I'd believe you, because 28-0 kind of speaks for itself. And it'll be a run to the far side. He's got a ton of wheels on him here. Running down into the 30. He's going to break free. Breaks the tackle. Breaks. No, he won't break another one. And he'll get down inside the red zone down to the 18-yard line. I think that was Miles Baugh. I could be wrong. But first down, Worland, with 2:40 left on the board here in the third quarter. So once again, a red zone alert for the Worland Braves. The big guy, looks like he wrapped him up and took him down at the end there. Crippen at the near side at receiver here, being covered by Tristan Galovich. There'll be a pass into the end zone, and it is no good. Oh, sorry about that. My alarm went off. Great. Oh. So with that, we've just caused a public disturbance But incomplete pass incomplete pass. It was targeted for. I think it was targeted to Baugh. I saw it 27, but it could be wrong. Worland lining up again. It'll be second down. Baugh in motion. Fake handoff, but breaks one tackle and gets him right about where he started. It'll be third down. No gain on the play. Clock will run here. He did lose about a yard on the play, so third down and 11. Still 28-0 Worland for those joining in. A packed crowd for a middle school game here. Worland breaks out of the huddle. Running clock. The snap, a very low snap. It'll be a pass play. Heaves it to the end zone. Picked off by the Bobcats. And who else would it be? Clint Kimes with the interception, and the Bobcats will have the ball. So the Bobcats will avoid another 6 points there, but just barely. 1st and 10 coming up for Thermopolis. And this has just not been the game that Bear McPhee has really wanted today. And Thermopolis, Worland's ready. They got their lineman, but Thermopolis just now breaking out of the huddle. 1:36 left on the board here in the third quarter. The snap, run, and he's going to break free. Coming down trying to get to the sideline. He's brought down by two different Warriors there. From the ones I saw, thought it was. I couldn't catch the number. Never mind. Thought it was George Carter, but I don't know. Looked pretty blurry back there. .60 seconds left in the third quarter of action. Under partly cloudy skies here in Worland. A little bit of a storm just passed by, kind of completely missed Worland. It looked like it was heading out toward Burlington way. Rolls out to the right, or rolls out to the left. Looks like he's going to keep it. McPhee running toward the Worland sideline. He'll be brought down. He is marked just short of the first down. And it'll be third down and 1 coming up for the Bobcats. Clock continues to run. Bobcats could be good for a couple more plays here. Bobcats breaking out, 15 seconds. Snapping the ball for the Bobcats here. It looks like it is Oliver Beer. McPhee tried to get them offside, and it looks like it might have worked. Clock does expire, but we're going to have to see if the penalty was for. False start on the Bobcats, so that's going to really hurt them here heading into this fourth quarter. Third down and 5. And the referee has the signals for the clock to continue running, but there's nothing left on the board. And they will head to the sideline now. They've realized that the quarter is over. And with that, we have 8 minutes left of football to play. We'll be right back. The Worland Braves lead this game 28-0. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Welcome you back to Worland Middle School, home of the Braves. Welcome back to Two Basin Sports Network, home of Thermopolis Bobcats Middle School football. Worland Braves getting ready to get us started here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go. It'll be a pitch back, and King's got this one. The big guy. And it's going to take an entire tribe of Braves to take him down. I'm not going to really say a well-executed play, but using King's size to their advantage here. And the clock will run. Fourth down coming up for the Bobcats. Minimal gain, if any. Bobcats going to try this again. Fourth down. Desperation mode at this point for the purple and gold. And he'll pass it, drops back, throws it, caught by Elder. He'll run to the far side. He is wrapped up and taken down. And trying to get the jersey number. I can see him right there. That is the 24 of Braylon Kidgel. So a really nice wrap up and tackle by the Warriors. Getting the little things right here in this game. And this will be a fun drive home. A bright, sunshiny day. And back underway. Warriors 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They're in, so red zone alert for I guess we're serving both markets here. So for your Worland Braves. Rolls out to the left side. He's got the ball. Evades one tackle. He'll run near side. Down inside the 10-yard line. He'll be marked down. Nope, never mind. Marked at the 15. Mason Tigner on the run. It was a quarterback keeper. Heading off the field, number 89. Or 69. I don't know which one. Coming onto the field now is Tigner after getting the play. Once again, sorry. No activity for the Bobcats over there on the sideline. Elder hasn't really substituted anybody in except for offense and defense.
I was going to get math advice from this kid.
And it'll be a run. And he is swallowed up by a pride of Bobcats. Third down coming up for the Warriors. He did get a pretty nice gain there. Or I guess not. He gained a couple of yards. No, he didn't. Never mind. Tigner back under center. And it'll be a fake handoff. Passes it to the right side. And we got dish towels on the field. Incomplete pass. So fourth down here for the Warriors. And there is a honeybee in the grandstands. That's just great. And it is holding on the Braves. A pretty good blow to the Braves on this set of downs. It's third down in a Walmart parking lot. Well, not really quite. Third down and 15. I usually reserve that for if it's third and 20 or if it's 20 yards to the first down or more. So my apologies. Third and 15. And a handoff, and it's going to be one of those reverses now to the near side. Down inside the 10. Dances way in. He's out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And that is Miles Baugh that carried that one to the sideline. And it is a reverse for the Worland Braves. First and goal coming up for Worland. 5:20 left on the board. Clock stops. He's out of bounds. Worland breaking out. Kind of wonder what the Braves are going to go with here. Probably another run play. That should be obvious, but botched snap by the center a little bit there. He'll still try to run it. Looks like they'll mark it down about where he started. Five minutes left in the game here. Second down and goal. So really didn't get too far there. The center kind of made a mistake with the snap, it seemed like. So second and goal coming up. I can't really quite tell where the ball's at. I think it's on the 5. Kind of hard to see. Our vantage point for reference is about on the 45 on the, I guess this would probably be the east end zone or south end zone. Or east end zone. Actually don't know. North? Okay. Wraps him up, takes him down to the ground off the snap. The defense finally firing on all cylinders here. Down to the, Logan Moore. I almost said down to the 21-yard line because I was looking at his number, but third down and goal coming up. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. It has raised a degree since the halftime break, 67 degrees. And it's still tank top weather here in Wyoming.
No, it's Max who's a bully to me.
The snap. He's going to pass it. Throws it near side. Picked off by the Bobcats again. Back-to-back drives where they have done that. And the Bobcats will have possession now. They will keep it in. Sorry, they'll keep it from going in here for the second time in a row here. 3:22 left on the board. Bobcats will have possession once again. Here comes the big guy back onto the field. It is David King, an 8th grader, so Bobcat fans be ready to see him probably play wide receiver or offensive line next year. Hopefully they put him at receiver. King lining up near side at Z receiver, and we have a timeout called for the Braves. So we'll be right back. You are listening to Middle School Football here on Two Basins Sports Network. As the Bobcats break out of the sideline huddle as we get ready to start the last three and a half minutes of this game. Warriors called a timeout. We are back inside of Worland Middle School. And, man, the crowd in this game, if the stands were a bit bigger, you could already convince me that this is a high school game with how many people have shown up here. The snap. Pitches it out, and he's going to keep running with it. I think that's Elder with possession of the ball, and he is going to stay on his feet for a little bit. Couldn't quite see because of the 8th grade team down there. Actually, never mind. It's a really, really big 7th grade team. So first down coming up for the Bobcats off of Jacoby Elder's run to the outside. Haven't really heard much from him today compared to the Shoshone game. Three minutes left in the game. Looks like he didn't completely get out of bounds as the clock is running here. We got a rainbow over there on the north end zone. Running out to the left side, it's McPhee, and he will be brought down in a pretty good loss there for the Bobcats. And it'll be first down and pretty good amount here. Second down, and about 12 or 13, I would say. Next week, the Bobcats will be taking on the Lovell Mustangs at Leroy Hayes Field. We cannot really promise you that we'll be there for that, because I'll be in Rich for the high school game, but we'll try. A run to the outside, pitches it near side to Jacoby Elder. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, breaks 3, breaks 4, breaks 5, and he's finally wrapped up and brought down. I think that was Kidgel on the tackle for the Braves. Keep wanting to say the Warriors. Looks like we got another timeout called for Worland, so we'll be right back. 1:51 left in the game. Welcome you back to middle school football here on Two Basin Sports Network. For 2 middle school football streams in a row, we have managed to serve 2 markets at once. Last time it was Shoshone, now it's Worland. With the rainbow coming up over on the other end, here on the end zone, it's coming close to the end of the game here, 1:51. Bear McPhee about ready to snap it, and he does. It'll be a pass play, short pass, dumps it off to, I believe that is number 32. He was brought down, by the way. 4th down coming for the Bobcats, but Tanner DeLay is the one that caught the pass from Bear McPhee. So 4th down and inches coming up for the Bobcats. Clock will run here, and a 28-0 score seems to be how this game could end. Our next broadcast will be the Rich County High School game coming up next week as the Bobcats travel to Utah, the city of Randolph. The snap, and he'll run it right on through up the middle. He will not get too far, though. He will get stopped, judging by the crowd's reaction here over on the Worland side. And it is a turnover on downs for the Bobcats, with 60 seconds exactly left on the clock here. Referees are discussing, but I do think, considering how they're subbing out for the defense, it is first down here for Worland. Bobcats, once again, they take on the Lovell Mustangs at home next week. I actually have Worland's schedule up here somewhere. After this play. And a fake pitch. He will move it off to the left side. down inside the 10, and he is marked down at about the 15-yard line. First down, Worland. And we do have the schedule here for Worland. So once again, 7th grade and 8th grade kind of split up. September 19th is the next game for Worland Middle School. 7th graders playing at 4:15, 8th graders at 5:30. So they'll be playing that game in Lovell. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's Lovell or Riverton that's coming to Thermopolis now that I think about it. Fake handoff, moves out to the right side. He wants to pass it, but he might be forced to run. Down and inside the 5, in the far side of the field, and he will score. Touchdown, Worland. Well, after back-to-back goal line interceptions for the Braves, they finally are able to punch one in. Realistically, should be 49-0. 2-point conversion coming up for Worland here. And he'll run, pass to the far side, and it's missed, intended for number 27, Miles Baugh. And score will stay 34-0. 44 seconds left on the board here, and they will take a quick break. We'll be right back. You are listening to Middle School Football on Two Basins Sports Network. Welcome back inside of Worland Middle School. We had our graphic wrong. It said 22-0 the entire time. So that's kind of concerning. But 34-0 right now as Worland has just scored off a quarterback run. Back to kick it away will be Braylon Kidgel. And the kick, the tee almost kills one of the Bobcats down there. They'll fall on it. And he will, not sure if it was downed or if he... And it is Worland ball according to the referee, at least from what I can see. So it looks like Worland was able to recover it, if that's the case. And judging by the chain gang, they agree with me. Usually during the high school games, I have to fight with them, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Braves. And Worland Middle School with such a dominating performance here as the sun starts to set here in the Bighorn Basin. Our next broadcast, once again, the Rich Rebels will be hosting the Thermopolis Bobcats. Traveled all the way to Randolph, Utah for that game. Kickoff will be at about 4 o'clock p.m. Mountain Daylight Time from Randolph. That'll be right here on Two Basins Sports Network. If you want video feed, it'll probably be on KDNO on the YO Today YouTube page. The Braves kneeled it. Referee kind of had to remind the scorekeeper to run the clock there. And looks like the Braves just going to bleed the clock here. 34-0 your score here from Worland Middle School. 20 seconds until it's official. They might have to get off one more play before this game is finished. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. And that is the end of the game. The Worland Braves take down the rival Thermopolis Bobcats. And the final score, 34-0 from Worland Middle School. We'd like to thank everybody for listening in. And massive thank you to Worland Middle School for not kicking us out of the facility. And once again, your final score for today's game, 34-0. The Worland Middle School, a tag team effort. The 8th graders came in the first half. The 7th graders finished off the job. 34-0. Your final score from Worland Middle School.